Good evening, everybody. I'm Robert Meisner, and I currently serve as the Vice President of Certification and Education for IOPP. And they asked me to come down here and present the WorldStar and WorldStar Awards. The WorldStar Awards are handled by the World Packaging Organization, another sponsor that was on the bulletins here. And they ask students from all over the country, all over the world, to submit the best of the best and compete against each other. And we're fortunate enough to have the top 3 winners here with us today for this presentation. I want to thank Virginia Tech for putting this together. You've done a great job. Thank you very much. I always wish there was more people attending, and that's quite shameful. My day job is program director for the packaging program at UW Stout, and I have no students here. Okay, it's their spring break, so I don't know if you can really blame them or not, but they decided that this probably wasn't the top of their list for spring break. Anyway, the IOPP mission, for those of you that don't know, is to create educational and networking opportunities for its members to help them succeed as a packaging professional. So it doesn't matter what company you go to work for, if you're dealing in the packaging world, I can't stress enough how beneficial this can be for you. They give you a really good rate. I think you pay $20 a student to have a membership. You get free webinars on all kinds of different topics. They're trying to do them every month. You get discounts to programs and conferences and things. So if you're not already a member, you can just go onto their website and become one, but I encourage you to do so. I've been with IOPP. I started out at a table like you as a student, registered with IOPP in '91, and I've never looked back. It's just been a really great organization. So let us move on. So the judges are truly looking at this from a global perspective. What we think is cool here might not have applications in other parts of the world. So you can see we have representatives from a lot of the WPO member countries serving as judges here. So you're going to see these winners, and you might want to have an idea if you haven't entered. I don't know if did anyone from Virginia Tech enter? Okay, all right. So this is the basic criteria. It's all, for WPO, you actually don't submit a physical package. Okay, so it could just be conceptual, or you could create a prototype and send in photographs of it. So there's a big criteria here. There's the scale for the scoring, and the top 3 packages of all submissions are considered WorldStar winners. They also, though, recognize the next 10 highest, and then a bunch of the other entries, if they got at least 50% of the scoring criteria, they're going to get a certificate of recognition as well. So, they're trying to get it so everybody can participate in this and get some recognition out of it. Because when it comes time to graduate, isn't that what it's all about, is to try and differentiate you away from the people that you're graduating with. You're all friends, but you're going to be competing for jobs. And so anything that you can have on your resume that sets you apart is going to be beneficial to you. So here's some statistics on WPO since 2011. If you do some quick math here, total winners this year was 133. Number of entries dropped off a bit from 2012. I don't know if that's because Virginia Tech didn't submit any or what the criteria there is. So here is the call. I'm throwing this out there that you should all be trying to participate in this. If you look at the countries represented, so in order for the country to be represented, they have to be members of the World Packaging Organization. So you can see there's a lot of them. But if you look down the list, China is kicking your butt. Okay? 71 entries. The U.S., 5. Come on. I can tell you that, I mean, this really does mean a lot, I think, to prospective employers to see this. Our first place, our top 3 winners, they're not going home with a bunch of money in their pocket. Okay? It's recognition, and then WPO helps sponsor their travel to get over here so they can attend this event. So, pretty dismal performance from some of these countries, so we gotta turn it around. How many students are in your program? 40? 50. Okay, so you can do this as teams as well. You don't have to do this as an individual. So how about next year we see 71 from the US? I'll do my part to try and get my students to do it, but you know who really has to do it is MSU because they have over 700 undergrads. Okay? There you go. Get it done. All right, so the first place winner was from Tanya, and it's a Tale of Three Cities wine packaging that she created. She's going to come up with her. Okay, they're really nervous, so don't freak them out. So a brief explanation of her package. So there are 3 different cities in South Africa that are represented here, and each bottle represents a different city. And the label has a landmark building of each particular city on it, and the box is corrugated, and it's in the shape of a book. So when you look at it, it has a spine, and then the other 3 edges are printed to make it look like pages. And when you open it up, you're presented with the 3 bottles or the tale of the 3 cities. So it's meant to be a whole book. So she did the box, the marketing, the graphics, the labeling, the whole story basically. So again, congratulations. I think she also wins the award for most miles traveled to get here. Our second place winners is a team from Turkey, and I have my fanatics here, Sumeyya and Rehan. So they'll each get one of these certificates.
Firstly, sorry my English. I want to explain our package. It's an organic eggs package, and the material is cardboard, as you can see, and it consists of 5 eggs. Then it opens like that and slide out the eggs. Thank you very much for everything.
Our third winner, I had made the mistake of first place, second place, third place. They don't do it that way. These are like the top 3. And we have another guest from Turkey, and it is Ibrahim. Did I get it right? Ibrahim? This is an eye wash liquid cleaning products package.
detergents needs some measure to machine. So my design doesn't need, because when you shake the detergent, you can also measure. So this process will not need this. Can you? I can explain.
So, he had a bunch of other pictures on his computer. He was showing me something. It's a two-part cap, and basically the way that the pickup tube and stuff is designed, you tip it, and it fills the cap, so one dose for a wash, and you tip it up, you flip the top lid open, and then you just dump it in, and the way it's designed, no more fluid can come out of the bottle, only what has been previously dispensed into the cap. So not another measuring tool, you don't have to open stuff. Really cool design.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to shame you a little bit more. The Ameristar Awards. Okay, this is the IOPP-sponsored event. In order to be entered into WorldStar, you have to win a competition in your home country. Okay? It could be Ameristar, which I'll show you, but it could be others. How many participated in the 48-hour repack? Awesome. Okay, so if you would participated in that and got any kind of recognition, you'd be eligible to submit that to WorldStar for the next year. So that's great to see those kinds of numbers for 48 hours. They haven't announced any winners yet, have they? Okay, best of luck to all of you. So, first place, California. Someone out on the left coast won it. Is there anybody here from Cal Poly? I should have asked that first. Okay. So, I have, was a group submission. Cal Poly does really well in design contests. I'm sure if you've paid any attention to them, they enter a lot of them, and they love doing it, and they do a great job at it. So this was Band-Aids in a roll form. I think the outer packaging was paperboard. I have some certificates for them, but none of them are here. Here is another one. Oh, Cal Poly again. Okay, so a powdered makeup container. I know that the whole mineral makeup stuff, powder, my wife says that there's one that has a really cool package and all the others just make a big mess. So I don't know the intricacies of this, because again, it was a conceptual that was sent in, but the judges thought enough of it meeting all the criteria that they took second place. And this one was actually a group of my students that did a lip balm, and I can elaborate on this a little bit because they were in my class. They said that with chapstick, the little round cylindrical things, apparently it's a big problem that when it's in your pocket, that it apparently kind of dispenses and gets gummed up in the cap because it rolls around. And they complain that when you take it out and set it on a countertop, it rolls away. So what they did is they designed theirs in more of a oval type shape, so it can't roll around and the device doesn't allow it to spin when it's riding in your pocket. So that was theirs. So those were the top three Ameristar Awards for 2013. Before I leave, do any of you have any questions about IOP or design contests or anything that I might be able to answer? Any of you CPIT? Have any of you started the certification process through IOP? No? Okay, another way again to differentiate yourself. Be involved with the TAPI organization, ISTA, ASTM. Okay, these are all primarily volunteer organizations, and you got to do something to show a deeper interest than the student sitting next to you. So thank you very much. Have a great night.